gonna fight. Boom him. Let's rock and roll.
Final one. Tyson Fury said you should retire if you don't win this rematch.
You know, who was he to talk? Did he help me get into boxing to tell me when I should leave it? No one can tell me when to retire except for me. That's how I look at it. Unless you was the one to take me into boxing, like my old man was the one who took me down the gym and he said, son, I think you should retire. If no one's helped me get into it, no one should tell me when to get out of it. Shh.
Do you want to plug your YouTube channel before we go?
No.
Those were the words of Anthony Joshua in response to Tyson Fury's statement that he should retire. Now, Joshua, let me reiterate, said, who is he to talk? You know, no one can tell me when to get out of the sport. You didn't help me get there, so when are you telling me to leave? Now, let me counterpunch this. Of course, he said the only person that can tell him to get there is the person that led him into boxing, which was his father, right? Okay. Now, I feel that Tyson Fury, you know, he speaks his opinion. He has different variations of his opinion, given on how he feels at any given time. I think he really pissed Joshua off. You know, I think Joshua gives the politician answer a lot of times, but I think, you know, he was like, well, who the hell is he to talk? You know, if you guys heard what he said about Deontay Wilder, he didn't really go in on Wilder. You know, he knows when to cut it off when it starts getting to the point where it's seeming to upset him or him reacting a certain way in a negative sense. He cuts that off when it comes to that emotional content. You know, so when you're about to see him say something, he cuts that off, right? But he tells Tyson Fury, you know, who is he to talk? You know, pretty much close your mouth. You know? And Tyson Fury, I know what he meant by that. He won't say it, but I will. Tyson Fury won everything and lost everything. He won it all and lost it all. Then he went for the WBC and drawed for it. Now he's going back for the WBC, but the other portion of what he had, he still doesn't have to this day. Why? Mental illness, crash and burn, poor decisions, you know, who knows? You know, pick a reason. But whichever one you pick, or all of them, he did that. So for him to say to another fighter, hey, he should quit after that, hey, that's his God-given right, that's his opinion, you know. And it's also Joshua's opinion to tell him, who the hell are you to talk? You were like languishing for 3 years while the heavyweight division was constantly getting dim once again. The only person that was fighting was Deontay Wilder at the time. And then, you know, Joshua was coming up in the ranks. But we look at that. Before AJ, you had Deontay. But Deontay couldn't shine because his boss wouldn't let him. I'm convinced, right? And he loved his team and praised his team and was loyal to his team. Therefore, he wouldn't cross his team. Therefore, he never done anything special in the sport of boxing. Okay? That's why Vladimir Klitschko was still around looking for that next crown, that next kingdom to devour. He couldn't get the WBC. The WBC was protected by Shelly Finkel. So then AJ came around and woof, with a torch, the heavyweight division lit right back up, right? So, you know, coming from a person that lit up or relit the division and kept the lights on in the division, the person that first gave the spark to the division is telling the person that lit the division he should retire if he loses the next fight. You know what I mean? That's what I see, you know, breaking that down, counterpunching that. You got Fury that started this thing from the Klitschko. He crashed, he burned, he went out of commission, out of business temporarily. Then Joshua comes along, woof, you know, flares up the torch in the division once again. Then, oh, he takes a loss. Oh, you need to retire if you lose again. Oh, I think you need to retire now, right? So that's what we have. We have a fact of opinion people based on two guys that did the similar career paths, but I think Joshua did more. I think Fury is playing catch up, and I know it would be beneficial for Fury if Joshua did leave the sport. If he left the sport, then that means Tyson Fury could shine. All he has to do is do what he did, but better against Wilder. Do what he did without the knockdowns, then you beat Wilder, no problem. If you can do it when you just got off the couch, you pretty much can do it when you've had 3 fights. Yeah, right? Oh, sorry, 2 fights. 2 fights and a tourist attraction, right? An exhibition with Mr. Stroman where you're going to have millions. So, it could happen, but we will see. So anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Anthony Joshua telling Tyson Fury or responding to Tyson Fury. Who are you to talk? But anyway, that's my counterpunch on that. You guys tell me what you think. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.